pregame.com.
This is Brad Powers in the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're counting down my top 25 power-rated teams entering the 2018 college football season. In this particular video, we're going over my number 11 power-rated team. It's the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, fresh off a 10-win season. This year's Notre Dame team, very experienced, 15 returning starters. Main factor, though, breaking down Notre Dame entering 2018. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball, where there are several question marks for Notre Dame on that side of the ball. Let's start off with Notre Dame losing several significant players, including their leading rusher, running back Josh Adams, top wide receiver Equinemius St. Brown, arguably the two best offensive linemen in college football a year ago, the guard Quentin Nelson, tackle Mike McGlinchey. Both Nelson and McGlinchey go in the top 10 of the NFL draft. And I think an underlying, maybe overlooked loss for Notre Dame is their offensive line coach, Harry Hiestand, the best assistant coach, I think, on Notre Dame's staff the last 5 years. He's off to the Chicago Bears. So several different question marks because of key personnel losses for the Irish on the offensive side of the ball. Second factor, let's go to the other side of the ball, the defense, where I think Notre Dame's in good shape. In fact, I think this could be the best defense Notre Dame's had since 2012. I mentioned 2012 because if you remember, that was the defense led by Manti Te'o that led Notre Dame all the way to the national title game. 9 starters back for Notre Dame this year on that side of the ball, and this was an Irish defense last year that made several strides. But one question mark I do have on this Notre Dame defense, while they have a great personnel coming back, including linebacker Tavon Coney, you got obviously Drew Tranquill, Julian Love, Jerry Tillery, but how about who's calling the plays? Mike Elko, last year's defensive coordinator, he's off to Texas A&M, and they're going to have a first-time defensive coordinator calling plays. Question mark for that Notre Dame defense. Well, when it comes to best bets involving Notre Dame games this year, let's go all the way to Week 13, the final game of the regular season for Notre Dame. I'm going to fade the Fighting Irish against USC. I'm going to take USC +1. You can bet this line right now in Vegas, USC +1. Here's why I like the Trojans. 3 reasons. Number 1, you look at USC, the very youthful team with a new starting quarterback, new starting running back, new starting wide receiver. But by that time in the season, that young quarterback's going to have a full season of starts under his belt, whether it's JT Daniels or Sears or Fink. We'll see for USC. Number 2 factor for me, Notre Dame always struggles in the Coliseum, where they've lost by an average of 20 points per game in their last 8 trips there, and Notre Dame's favored. Plus, you got USC a major revenge spot. Last year got their doors blown off of them against Notre Dame, losing by 35. Largest loss for USC since 1966 against Notre Dame. Revenge, youth movement will be experienced, and USC dominates Notre Dame at home. That's why I like the Trojans +1, and we'll have more team previews, more videos at pregame.com.